And welcome to the latest episode of From the Rubble, which is my Let's Build playthrough for heavily modded post-apocalyptic Minecraft. Now, we're going to build a big base, we're going to restore civilization, blah, 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 but that's going to require an incredible amount of concrete. And we've been making it load by load. It was working, but it's incredibly laborious. So then I started getting ideas about automating. And, you know, at first it was going to be light automation, and then the longer I get into this, the more detailed it got. And now we're at the point where, do I have a grindstone? Nope. Don't see one. I mean, it would be here if I had one. Don't even have a stone slab. Okay, we're gonna have to make one. So the point of all that was, we needed to start automating things. And since I'm using quite a mix of mods, I need to bounce back and forth between Create and the thermal series. And in this particular case, we were getting some mileage out of our thermal devices, thermal series devices, but they use RF energy. And the only way I was able to easily generate RF energy right now is through burning stuff. And, you know, we just kind of got into this whole manual production of charcoal, which was killing me. And after a few episodes of that, I said, okay, let's get serious about the automation, starting with the energy production. So the good news is we got the Create mod. The Create mod allows me to set up windmills that essentially will give us free power forever. We had one, now we have two. That's the good news. The bad news is, to get the windmill power into RF energy, we need a thing called an alternator. And the alternator is going to require mechanical crafters. And mechanical crafters are going to require rose quartz, which is going to require regular quartz, which comes from the Nether. And that's when I started to worry that the enchantments on my gear are pretty minimal. You know, I'm not ready to hit the Nether quite yet. And in a previous episode, we talked a bit about that. We did some experimentation to see what I can do to improve that, because as we all know, Microsoft enchantments through the enchantment table and the anvil, it's kind of like playing the lottery long term, and it's a never-ending cycle. Plus you have about 4 bazillion books of enchantments you don't want. And that's why I installed that thing, which is the enchantment infuser, which is way cool, but the enchantment infuser has some quirks of its own. And one of those is the fact that since we're not using the advanced enchantment infuser, I can only put enchantments on at once, and then it is what it is. And to get the full effect, then what I'm going to need to do is take the enchantments off. That's why I got the grind wheel. And now I'm going to see if I can afford fully beefing this puppy up. Don't need reach. And we got the mending, and that's hardly any points at all. So let's go with the vitality. That's going to give me extra hit points. And can't afford Thorns 3, but Thorns 2 is pretty good. So I have 49, use 46 levels, and that essentially will completely beef up the chest plate. Now, chest plate does not a whole suit of armor. Oh, I left it on here. Does not a whole suit of armor make. So, you know, we're going to have to do other bits. But now you can see I have 3 experience levels. That isn't going to cut it. So I'd like to try to get the helmet or the boots enchanted, because they have a bunch of extra do-jobbers on them. Huh. That one, you know how it's getting louder? And now it's getting softer? That's not a bug. That actually is a mob out there with a sophisticated backpack with the jukebox attachment upgrade. Anyway, so I want to get at least one more item enchanted, and so what I need to do is I need to generate a bunch of experience and then see what I can afford. Luckily, this isn't wasted work. It's not busy work, because when we build the concrete, we need light gray concrete specifically, which usually is the color of concrete if you don't do anything. But in this mod pack, if we want light gray, we have to have light gray dye to make our light gray concrete light gray. So and to make light gray dye, we need white dye. White dye is made out of bone meal, and bone meal is made out of composting a bunch of stuff. So that's kind of what we're doing here right now, since I don't really have any proper storage set up, especially for, like, you know, these food type bits. When I've got a chest, and when I throw in either produce or seeds, once I get to 64, anything over 64 or full stack will get composted. So and that will give us a lot of bone meal, and we'll use that to get our white dye. Now we're also going to use some of the bone meal for making rich soil. Now this is just regular plain old Minecraft farm dirt, right? Farm tiles. Now the rich soil is what I'm using in my wheat field over there, and that's why it looks like it does. The rich soil is actually from I think the Farmers for Light mod, and it gives you some really fertile stuff. Anyway, so it's good stuff, and we'll want that in the future to generate maximum stuff. Now, if I look, the helmet. So the helmet has protection and insight 2. Now, insight 2 is important because insight 2 increases the amount of experience I'm generating, right? It gives me bonus experience for what I bring in. And what I'm thinking here is if I clear it, now I can go and just put insight on it all by itself to maximize my insight, my experience generation. But in the meanwhile, I need to know what my final price will be. So I'm going to hit all, not that one. I'm going to hit all these tabs, like I'm going to do it for sure. And it tells me level 35. I'm going to need 35 levels. So now, let's turn them all off. Except for insight. We'll keep it on insight 3. And that should help us generate experience. And insight 3 by itself is kind of pricey, it looks like. No, not so bad. Okay. So there we go. Now later, once we have 35 experience levels, we'll go ahead and take insight 3 back off. And then enchant it all at once. Now with an advanced enchantment infuser, where is this guy? Is he over the wall? Nope. Is he in my base? How can he get in the base? It's pretty well lit. Did Angus let him in? I knew Angus would be trouble. He always leaves just a little gulp of water left in the pitcher in the fridge without refilling it. Angus. I can hear it. Sounds like it's in the dorm. Nope. But it's close. It's like he's underground. He's in one of those. Oh, great. Now Angus is out and about. Oh. Okay. We'll leave Angus to his devices for now. But, Yeah. So we will go ahead and basically farm all the stuff that will give us experience. Not everything will. Most of it will. But the thing is with the advanced enchantment infuser, right? it doesn't matter if something's been already enchanted or not. You can go in and take enchantments on, off, switch them around, change levels. And that is in fact what we do with the enchantment infuser in my other series, in New Londinium and Greifenhorst. We just don't do it here because the circumstances around our terrain generation are such that it's been a real bear finding crying obsidian. So, and I think I got it by throwing in a recipe for it. So in theory I could make more pretty easily, but whoa, hey, squeeze me. Whoa, that one's grown all the way already. I could make more, except I don't have any quartz. I need quartz, not quartz, amethyst. I do need quartz, and well, that's why I'm going to the Nether. Quartz is on my mind, so I'm going to the Nether. But for making a better enchantment infuser, I need amethyst. And I don't know where to find any. I went kind of halfway looking for some, but we will find some soon enough, I think. At least that's my hope. Because, you know, trying to find amethyst in the wild means we're going to have to do a lot of mining. Not a problem. We're going to be doing a lot of mining anyway. But, I mean, it means a lot of mining until we find some. And all that mining... Oh, I thought those would give me experience. Well, okay, we'll finish it. Doing all that mining will get me a lot of exposure to mobs. And as we've seen, mob spawns are a complete crapshoot. I mean, a huge crapshoot. You don't know what you're going to get. Most of the time, you're going to get what you expect. But often enough to make you paranoid and on your toes, you're going to get something that you do not want. And we've seen some pretty weird examples of uber monsters or uber versions of monsters that have been painful to encounter. I mean, we even had one of these uberized silverfish that it didn't necessarily knock me around the room, but it sure gave me pause. And then, so there we go. Anyhow, this is spinach. Every time I plant it, I think about Popeye. If you're old, you know who Popeye is. If you're older, you know why I think of Popeye when we talk about spinach. I'm okay with spinach. Okay with spinach. However, I will tell you one place I loved the spinach was at Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Wow, they have a spinach that's in a creamed spinach, right? So it's not just spinach, it's not just steamed spinach, but it's creamed spinach. That's pretty darn good. I like that a lot. I would have eaten a lot more spinach as a kid if I had that available at the time. Okay, trying to figure out the best way to do this without spending 4 months on it. Oops, I missed those. Okay. Okay, let's see. So this is the thermal series rice. You don't have to plant it in water. It's just a normal crop, basically. Though, it does suffer from the traditional, here's rice seeds, and here's rice. And the two are different. I have to harp on that every single time, I guess, but it is one of my pet peeves. So rice are the seeds, right? So kudos to Farmer's Delight for understanding that. Spinach again? Hold it. This is spinach? Oh my gosh! I've been growing 2 fields of spinach. I mean, I just told you I kind of like it, but I don't like it that much. Oh boy. Well, it is what it is. So we got a bunch of spinach. We'll need to find something else to put in that field, but in the meanwhile, we'll take it for the experience points. So we're up to 26, which is pretty good. Now, of course, each level gets harder to get. It requires more experience. So this is going to be slowing down. But hopefully I have enough to get all 35 levels. And that'll let me fully upgrade my helmet. Now this is another form of flax from... Well, it's another form of flax, and this particular form comes from the thermal series. Both forms of flax basically will allow me to create string on a 1-for-1 basis, and then with 4 string I can make a block of wool. Though I guess technically it's not wool, it's flax, but that would make it linen, I guess. But you get the idea. Okay, right now I'm continuing to work for peanuts. Literally. But there we go. I hear all sorts of bad things outside the settlement walls. Okay. And peanuts, this is another one, right? When you eat your peanuts, those are the seeds, right? That's how this plant propagates. So having peanuts and then peanut seeds is kind of wackadoodle. So... Okay, what are these? These are tomatoes. I don't want to destroy them, but cabbages we can harvest, gain experience points. At some point in the near future, we will want a mess of cabbages, but for now, this is way more than enough. Wasn't very fond of cabbage as a kid. I like coleslaw though, as a kid, but that's probably because it just had like a ton of mayonnaise in it. As an adult, I am more open to cabbage and its various forms. I actually like broccoli. I really like broccoli with cheese, but it doesn't have to have cheese. I can just have broccoli, that's fine. Which surprised me, certainly surprised my mom. But, you know, there you go. Other relatives of broccoli include cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage. There's lots. Cabbage is a really amazing plant, right? The original wild version of cabbage was like, I don't know, in China or the Middle East, someplace out there. And people were harvesting it, the wild version, and then they figured out that you can basically selectively breed it, and that's how we got all these 14 million different plants that are essentially, I mean, genealogically, they are cabbage, but you look at them and they're all radically different. You look at a head of cabbage and you look at a head of broccoli; those are two very different things, but genetically, they're not all that different, really. So this is, here we go. So this is the rice we harvested from Farmer's Delight, and then if we put it on there, this is the rice that you can use to make food, or you can plant it. That's rice done correctly, or rice done right. That's a tongue twister. Okay. So we're pretty much done, but we're at 31. I don't know if we're gonna make it. We're at 32. This is our Star Wars moment. Almost there. Almost 33. Oh my gosh, we're so close. So close. Well, okay, we'll figure something out here. I sure hope that guy's drowning. It sounds like he is, but I suppose he probably is immune to drowning. And it's cold, it's wet, and it's rainy. So I'm gonna sleep in my sleeping bag out in the middle of the cold, wet rain. And see how that goes. Okay. Let's go take care of all this here produce. Can I do anything with the hops? I don't think so. Let's see. No, I mean I can do stuff with hops. It's not going to generate experience points for me. However, they did give me 3 seeds, so that's good. We can expand our hops production a tad. The corn is showing mixed results. Potatoes aren't quite done enough yet. Yeah. Let's just go down here and deal with the produce, and then maybe enough stuff will have regrown that we can go grab our needed levels with newly grown stuff. We have enough wheat, and yeah, we have enough seeds. I kind of expected that, so we can compost all of our wheat and wheat seeds or grass seeds, depending on your point of view. Okay, so spinach and spinach seeds go into the chop. Wow, I didn't really, well, I had 2 fields of it, that's why. Okay, what's next? We got peanuts and we have flax. So the flax, we've got, so the flax itself we process into string, so I'm not going to compost that, and we have plenty of flax seeds of both types actually. And you know, while we're at it, we can, I have that chest specifically next to the bone meal output, so that I can put the bark and straw in there, because this combined with the bone meal will give us the rich soil that we need. Now when we get our fields automated in the future, you know, with the rich soil, crops will grow so fast that as long as the machine's running constantly, we really don't need, you know, fields and fields and fields of a given product or crop to generate a lot of it, because with the rich soil, it'll generate so quickly, and with the constant harvesting, it's going to even out. So which means we could design it so we have big dedicated fields for each crop, or with the rich soil we can actually have a single field containing multiple crops, harvesting it all with one mechanism. And with the rich soil we actually produce quite a bounty despite the fact that it's not a dedicated field. So that's one of the beauties of having it automated, right? Because it's just working the whole time. So we need to... Ooh! So now we have 64 cabbage. And now we have 64 cabbage seeds. So now cabbage is on the full list. And it looks like rice is 2. So we can go ahead and compost these. Green beans. Let's check our green beans in a second. Okay, I gotta hold on to carrots here. Carrots were full on. Green beans were full on. So okay, let's see. Green tea leaf, we are not full yet. Hops, we're not full on. Peanuts, we are full. And peanut seeds were full, so that can get recycled. Nasty overripe carrot. When your carrots get overripe in real life, a lot of the flavor and sweetness dies, and the texture of the carrot is it starts to become very different. It's like eating a piece of wood is what it is, right? Soft wood to be sure, but still it's like eating a big piece of wood. So if you ever grow carrots, you want to make sure that you want to harvest them before they go to seed or right before they go to seed, because physiological changes after that, the carrot's done. It just doesn't even bother trying anymore. Okay, that gives me 32 organic compost blocks. So we'll go find a place to put this. Don't need potatoes that fast. Huh, cabbage. We will need a lot of cabbage, and so having this all upgraded will be helpful. So I have 32 blocks of rich soil. That should be 3 rows and 5 extra. So there's 3 rows and 5 extra. And what? I got 6 left. Oh. So it would be 3 rows and 5 extra if the rows were 9 long, which is what I normally do in a Minecraft world. But see, if you remember, this world is based on chunks. Chunks are 16 by 16. And so I laid the fields out a little different. So it's, yeah, okay. That's on me. Okay, we had 36 levels now. So I can go in here and, oops, take my helmet off. I can disenchant it. And now we can enchant the living snot out of this. Not air infinity. Okay, look at that. It's enchanted to the nines. Okay, that's 2 pieces. It's not a lot. I don't have any way of generating a bunch more experience. So I want to put down my my smelter It's not going to be there forever. This is where I might connect it to the same power source so that they're both connected at once. But for now, I'll just put it here. However, I do have extra coal, and we don't have any gravel pumping, so let's go ahead and get that moving. I mean, it's not doing anybody any good just sitting there. Now, for a mechanical crafter, let's make sure I get this right. 3 crafters are going to need a diode. That's going to need a polished rose quartz. Rose quartz is going to need, well, polished rose quartz is going to need rose quartz and a sanding. Sandpaper's easy. And it takes a mess of redstone and 1 quartz. So I'm going to need at least 8 quartz. Because each of those will produce 3 mechanical crafters. I need 25 mechanical crafters. Oh, I'm going to need more than 8. I'm going to need 9 quartz to get 27. So, okay, I need 9 quartz. So, let's make sure I have the redstone. And that would be, oh yeah, I got 36 blocks. 36 times 9 should do it. So, I don't have any obsidian. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go make obsidian then. Go get obsidian. So there is a place where I've been grabbing my lava, my magma, at this point. So we'll just fly out there and grab some more. That's pretty straightforward. And then we'll come back and we'll make a nether portal. Should be easy. Should be easy. With a little luck, we'll have the rose quartz and smelted brass by the end of this episode, and then we'll be able to do our mechanical crafting next time. If we're really lucky, might even be able to get that set up this episode. Got my fingers crossed. Hopefully you do too. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. It's a nice afternoon in the neighborhood. I don't remember a single building out in the middle of this park like that. That's weird. I really don't remember that building just sticking up in the middle of the park. Okay, that's gonna have me wondering for a while. Oh, there's a bigger village over there on the right. Okay, let's park this baby. Don't want to park it in the lava or too close to the lava. And we don't want to lose power as we approach. Okay, so we got our water, and I don't remember it, but I guess I've already grabbed some. Oh, this is what I needed to make my crying obsidian, is I needed regular obsidian. So that's why I did this. And there you go. Oh, we got some on this bottom level too. There we go. And uh-oh. Yeah. Taking out the ones on the bottom level was a tactical error. Will that work any better? No, it's actually worse. Actually worse. So what we want to do then is we want to fill up that space down there that we carved out, and that'll get the water flowing all over the place again. And this should now work. There we go. Okay, let's see how many we got. We're gonna need, well, gonna need actually quite a few. Usually when you hear that, they see you or hear you. I don't see anybody coming after me. So okay. Okay, 22 should do it. Let's get my water again. Okay, easy peasy. Except I don't remember where I parked. Oh, there it is. With all the stuff out here, it kind of blends in. Okay. Man, I must have hit that wall a lot harder than I thought. Okay. Let's try to turn away from these dirt blocks. Weeds aren't hurting anything. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember a building just rising up in the middle of the park space like that. It's possible, I guess. It's possible. Water down the side of that hill. Okay. But there is our little expanded base. Getting slowly bigger and better. More capable. Kind of like Steve Austin. We can rebuild it. We had the technology. No, this isn't bionic. This is thermal creatonic. Thermal creative. Okay. Let's eat before I fall out of the sky. And try to park this where I have lots of room. That'll work. Okay, let's go make this gate. And then, you know, one of the plans I've had all along is that in New Londinium and Gryphonhorse, and from this game, you know, there's always a footprint in the Nether, and usually we build some type of, I wouldn't say a duplicate or a mirror, you know, facility, but yes, we would build a kind of somewhat similar facility in the Nether. Now, we haven't been to the Nether yet here. I don't have a flint and steel. So I need to go get a flint and steel. Or make a flint and steel. Nope. Don't have one here. That would have been the place for it. Okay. How about a flint and iron? I don't want to use a whole piece of coal for this, so we will swap this out for these two blocks of planks. There we go. Anyway, so in both cases, we've already started. We have facilities that gave us a good foothold in the Nether. safe, secure, and I was actually pretty lucky. I had some pretty good starts in the Nether. So we'll go over here and we'll do it. Now, this is just a temporary Nether portal. This isn't where I'm going to put it on a permanent basis. Though it will be way down here like this, but for now I'll just kind of put it over here at this dead end, and then the permanent home for the Nether portal will be one level up. Can I reach this? Can't reach it. I got a little spoiled playing hightail, so the dirt will work for scaffolding. We'll just cut them across like this. There we go. Now we just need to light it and we're good to go. And there you go. Okay, let's go get some quartz. All we need is 8. No, 9. 9's what we said. All I need is 9 quartz. That should be just a few minutes work, and then we are gone. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't breathe, don't move, don't... What's a green... Oh my gosh. This is not great. This is not... Oh boy, this is not optimal by any stretch of the imagination. Somebody's up here. Uh-oh. I hear... Oh boy, there's a blaze somewhere in the neighborhood. There he is, up on the wall. Oh boy. Let's try to box this. Pardon me, excuse me, pardon me. Ouchie mama. Just need to keep moving. Don't stay in one spot for any length of time. He's far enough away that it'll take those fire bolts to get to us. Take some time to get to us. Okay, this... I don't want to put that there. This complicates things, I'd say. Okay, I got a turtle up here. Oh boy. Okay, I can't reach through the portal. Oh, he's right there. I hear 2 of them, at least 2 of them. Okay. So this is going to be tricky. So this is going to require a little constructive surgery is what this is. I did bring quite a bit of cobblestone. Probably, I don't know if I'll be enough to do a full shell around the portal. But that's kind of like the state we're in right now. So now we'll try reaching from inside our little shell. Trying to turtle up here. This is the textbook definition of turtling up in Minecraft. Oh my gosh. You know, it's like I don't mind fighting blazes. Where are we? 15 minus 15, 47, minus 4.3. Okay. I don't mind fighting blazes, but I'm in the middle of like magma blocks and magma and God knows what else. I'm surprised there's no ghasts out there just lending their unhelpful support. Oh boy. Okay. The good news is I've somewhat got some space on this side. Oh boy. Somewhat got space on this side. This is going to be a problem. Still hear them. That freaked me out a little bit. I saw that lava and I thought, oh gosh, here it comes. Oh boy. So this is not how I planned this to go. This is absolutely not what I thought would happen. Oh geez, I got rid of my places to stand here. Whew. Okay, lesson to self. Always maintain a place to stand, and it's hard to accurately place blocks when you're on fire like that. It's a good thing I gave myself all those extra hit points in my armor. Okay. I'm afraid to just go back through the portal because I think I'll be hanging in the portal and they might come after me while I'm waiting for the portal to work. So what I might do is I want to try to make a shell on both sides of the portal. Yep. Oh, nether iron ore. I was hoping it was quartz, because that's what we're here for. Okay. I don't have a crafting table. How about how about them apples? I just came traipsing out here thinking it would be a Sunday school trip, and okay. Good news is I do have a bunch of stuff I can make tools with. Now I hear the gas. So, you know, the party's complete at this point. Oh no, not complete. Throw in an Enderman just for, you know, to round things out. working our way around. Oh, geez, Louise. I was kind of hoping all the lava was lower than that. Well, this breaks my streak of lucky Nether location because I guess I got a little complacent, a little spoiled. If the video game, oh, there's a magma cube. If the video game gods are listening, I hear you. Oh, my calendar's all quackadoodle. Let's see. Okay. I hear a lot of monsters out here. I don't hear any blaze noises though. Oh, can I reach him? Guess so. Two little ones up there. Okay. Case. Lava flows this way. How about you? What you looking at? Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, if it was just lava or if it was just monsters. But this, it's kind of like a worst case. The only thing that would make this worse if this was like, this is all I had and then it was skyblock on top of that, right? So it's like, you know, I step on magma cube or I fall into the void. Oh gosh. And these guys are making all these crazy noises that kind of freak me out. I mean, by design, right? And of course, it's that design, this is why I chose that mod. It doesn't make it any easier though. Waiting for lava to come pouring through any time I hit a block. I heard a ghast. I don't see one up there. And I don't see any blazes. I don't hear any blazes. I don't know what the blaze is going on. Oh gosh. Give a place for the lava to flow if I find some. I don't, I mean, I haven't gotten all that far in Hightail, so I don't know if they don't have anything like this, but I haven't seen anything like this, which is good. This certainly keeps you on your toes, though, I'll tell you that. Okay. Yeah, I hear somebody out there. Got some phlegm in their throat. Okay. We've almost got this encapsulated. So where do I go from here? If I can get this encapsulated, then it's going to be a matter of digging down to bedrock and 0, 0. That's what I do. And then we will start building our foothold in the Nether. But this is the neighborhood. This is the neighborhood, right? No schools, not close to anything. Really bad neighbors. This is not a great place to raise your kids. Or my kids, or anyone's kids. Okay. So we've pretty much, for the most part, we've turtled up. We've encapsulated. We have a safe place to go in and out. So that's something, I guess. Oh, this is not good. I was just lucky that I happened to have that much cobblestone with me. So we'll need to go now. The good news is we're producing a crazy amount of cobblestone with the cobblestone generator. So we'll go back. We'll start transforming that into stone brick, and that will be the basis for our work here. I mean, I could do the concrete here too. I mean, that's what you would do. Well, maybe I'll do that. I mean, oh my gosh, that means even more light gray concrete. I mean, that's an incredible jumping Jiminy. Everybody, oh man. Okay, there's one dead. Oh, there's another one up high. Oh, that hurt. Medic. Okay, let's cool off for a second. Take another stab at this. So far, can you imagine what would happen if one of these was sparkly? Okay, that's 2 down. That's 3 down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And it's time. So I didn't get anywhere near as close as I hoped I would, because my expedition to the Nether almost became a rout. I think the ash I picked up is probably for my butt. Okay. Burned my butt. Okay, so we got 1 quartz. 1 down, 8 more to go. I have to do that at least 8 more times. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is an interesting new side project, right? And the thing is looking up from where the portal was, it looks like we're down deep. I mean, not deep, but down in a hole. So working our way back up is going to be a challenge. You know, we have, I think it's Infernal Nether, or, anyhow, I have a mod that redoes the Nether substantially. And it makes it really interesting. I mean, that is interesting anyway, but it makes it really interesting. But at the moment, I could use a little less interesting, right? Just a tad. However, it is good to be back in the overworld. Oh man, I physically hurt. I don't know why. Must be I'm having like sympathy pains from my avatar here. Okay, what do I got? I have, I got dirt. Okay. Dirt won't burn. Let's go over here on the wall, so I don't have to worry about the lava. So, yeah, let's review. Yeah, so actually the armor did well. I'm super glad that we did what we did with the armor. We just need to do more of it. Complete my kit. But it was a painful experience. So we are not radically further along than we were before. We have a second windmill, but now we need to craft the alternator. To craft the alternator, I need mechanical crafters. For those, I still need 8 more quartz. And then but I have the smelter ready. I can make brass. So that's what's stopping us from there. Meanwhile, we have a bunch more armor to enchant, and now we have a whole new problem in the Nether. And it's turtled up, so I shouldn't have any more blazes wander into this sector, but whoo boy. So in the future, I guess the next time we're going to go back to the Nether, but we're going to be substantially better prepared than we were this time, because I was complacent and wandered in there thinking it was going to be a stroll in the park, and the park strolled all over me. So there you go. But all that said, I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you at least found it entertaining while my 3rd degree burns heal. And I hope you come back for the next episode. And in the meanwhile, please do me a favor, leave comments. Comments are great for helping the channel. And if you want, you can subscribe, bookmark us basically, and come back and see what we're doing. That's great. And if you really like what you're seeing and you want to support the effort that I'm putting in this, by all means, become a channel member. It's not just for me, it's for you too. We've got a little community going, and it's actually got some great people in it already, and we're having a lot of fun together. So why not join us? But with all that said, I hope this finds you and yours in good health, good spirits, and perhaps just a touch of good fortune. Cheers.